Good morning, everyone. It's the morning stretch. Tricia, Sloma, Matt Engelbrecht, Kyrstyn Glover over there in the dark zone. Folks, this is what it looks like from our end.
Yeah, there it is again.
Kyrstyn is joining us. Say something, Kyrstyn.
Hi. Hello. Yes, there I am.
Good morning.
We're still working on fixing things, so we're giving you a bird's eye view of the room. We got Daniel sitting in the timeout chair. So glad he could join us. He's also one of the partners here that helps us edit things behind the scenes. So thank you, Daniel.
Timeout chair? What'd you do?
Everything.
What'd you do?
You know me.
Yeah, I mean, he's just trouble.
Daniel.
That one.
Stay out of the timeout chair.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking for our other chances to talk here this morning. We are so glad you could join us. We're going to let Kyrstyn chime in as she goes there this morning. But you want to talk weather a bit this morning because it is so cold out there. We do have a chance for more snow. Is that right?
That's right. We've been first alerting you to two systems this week. First came through. Now we're on to our second one. And you're seeing it on your screen there. This is Friday morning. Some light snow trying to work its way in and across the area. A tricky system to really pin down as it's a narrow band of snow, sleet, and maybe rain working across parts of the Midwest. I'm thinking up to 2 inches of snowfall right in the middle part of the afternoon. Now, surface temperatures are expected to be above freezing. Anytime we get that kind of combination, you're looking at more slush on the roadways. But at 2 inches, it's just going to be kind of wet in the middle part of the afternoon, and most of the snow and the precipitation will come to an end as we get close to sunset on Friday.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
You know, this weekend is the time change, so
That's
hopefully
right.
people are going to remember to spring forward and lose that hour of sleep. I get so sad this time of year because I love the extra sleep that we get when we fall back.
Right. And I get it because, I mean, you want to, if you're going to lose sleep, you might as well do it looking forward to warmer weather, better conditions. It's going to take about a week to fully adjust. But by that time, hopefully we'll be back into more spring mode than winter mode.
Well, and I think this brings us to, all things celestial. Now, let's talk about what's going on in the lunar eclipse world. Kyrstyn, you wanted us to talk about this worm moon. What's going on with that?
Well, March's full moon is going to be called the worm moon, and it's extra special because it's going to be a total lunar eclipse.
Oh, I'm trying to get the video up, but my screen just went completely gray.
Oh, it's crashing. There we go.
Hey, maybe it was all gray because that's what it looks like on the moon. Yeah, what is it about this?
So it's the first in nearly 3 years to be visible across the U.S. It's going to be on March 14th, this Friday. And then it will be red in appearance.
Wow, that is weird. And Matt, you said it might kind of appear kind of pinkish, though, too?
Yeah, I wouldn't get too caught up in what it's going to look like in terms of the color. It's just one of those...
No, I want red.
I know.
She said red. I want red.
If you remember a few years ago, the term blood moon...
Yeah.
The blood moon or the full blood moon, that kind of thing. And the question I would always get would be, is it going to look like that red color?
Oh, I thought, does that bring out the vampires?
Right. Yes.
Right.
Absolutely. It also brings out Nessie and it brings out Bigfoot. There you go, Daniel.
There we go.
There you go. That's why he's in the timeout chair. So he's in the timeout chair because he wanted to discuss at length the Loch Ness Monster and then all of these other creatures that do or do not exist, including vampires.
Okay, give us a thumbs up. Which do you think? Which would be the most plausible, the most realistic? Do you think it's Bigfoot or do you think Loch Ness? Left hand up for... I don't know. I'm not doing a good scientific poll here. What do you think, Daniel?
Well, just give us thumbs up or thumbs down if you think they're real. Bigfoot. Loch Ness.
Oh!
Aliens.
Okay. No. No way.
Bigfoot.
Bigfoot? Yeah, that's right.
Elvis.
So you're changing your answer. You were up.
No. This guy.
There has been sightings.
There have been sightings.
Of Elvis.
Yes. No sightings.
You're in the
of Elvis.
timeout chair. You stay there.
You stay there, fella.
You stay there.
All right. So, again, March 14th, Kyrstyn's telling us, is the day to look for that lunar eclipse. Friday, the 14th.
Well, I'm wondering, so when there is a a full moon.
Yeah.
And it changes colors, and I see it. It's always when it's closer to the horizon.
Sure.
Right. So once it gets
Yeah.
up there, it's done.
Sure.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So I think what you're describing is what's going on there is you're looking through our atmosphere to get to the moon. So it's our
Ooh, yeah,
atmosphere that
yeah.
colors the moon. The moon itself won't change colors,
Okay.
obviously, but you're looking through our atmosphere to the moon, which is why some of those color changes come in.
That's something I've always wondered because, a lot of times I'm looking forward to these events.
Yeah,
and
of course.
I look out at the sky at, say, 9 p.m. and it's a regular moon. I'm like, oh, okay, well,
Regular moon.
where's the red?
Where's the right? Yeah, that's usually the other side of it. Hey, do you want a fun fact about the moon right now?
Sure.
Go for it.
Hit it.
So this is going to be the first. Let's see. It has been a while. The second moon landing in less than a week is coming up. We've got another thing that is going to the moon. And what they are looking at is they're looking for ice on the moon. So what they have is they have a little contraption, a little thing that's going to land on the moon.
Okay.
And then off of this moon lander, nobody's going to be on it. Off this moon lander, they're going to get what's called a hopper. It's called the Grace Hopper, and it's going to be hopping along the moon. It's going to hop into one of those craters. And this is a cool part. You ready for this? You ready for this?
Yeah.
Okay, ready.
What?
So what's
What's
so
happening?
cool about this Grace Hopper is it's going to hop into a crater that has been permanently in the shadow of the sun. The shadow is older than any of the shadows that we've ever had on Earth, and it's going to be down in that crater looking for some ice because it's been extremely cold. It's an old shadow. How just blows your mind? You think Bigfoot is crazy?
Yes.
We're
Yes.
putting ages on shadows with this Grace Hopper.
So is it not the dark side of the moon?
Dark side of the moon. I was just going to say that. Good job,
Yeah.
Kyrstyn. That's exactly what it is, friend.
Yeah.
Right. All
Yeah.
right.
So they found we're not on the dark side of the moon. We're actually in a crater that has been in a shadow similar to the dark side of the moon. So
We're
yeah.
inside the crater?
Where?
We're inside that crater?
We're not in that crater.
Oh, man.
No way. No. Mentally
Flipping
we
my
can get
reality
there.
upside down.
No.
So
All
yeah,
right.
it's called the Grace Hopper. That's going to be landing, I think, tonight or tomorrow on the lunar surface.
Okay. Well, here's another event that we need to talk about because Anna Rohrer is
Let's go.
getting into the Hall of Fame, folks. She's a Mishawaka High School grad and Notre Dame alum, and she is really fast, isn't she, Kyrstyn?
Oh, yeah. She's super fast. She was the first woman in Indiana to break the 10-minute barrier in the 2-mile. Ooh.
Look at her go. She just has the eye of the tiger when she runs, too. She just is ready to go.
Yeah, conceptualize that. So 10-minute, 2-mile, that is less than 5-minute. I struggled to hit a 6-minute mile when I was running track in high school, 6-minute mile. And she did that twice under 5 minutes. Amazing.
Wow. She's incredible, though. She's a very nice person, too. I had the chance to be seated next to her at a luncheon recently, and just so humble.
Yeah.
They're like, you're sitting by Anna Rohrer. And I'm like, wow. She's incredible. She's so cool, very accomplished, still runs, 2-time cross-country, 4-time track state champion, broken those state records, as Kyrstyn just mentioned. She's also qualified for the Boston Marathon and qualified for the Olympic trials in 2024. So she is just a person to watch, for sure. Mm-hmm. And cheer on.
Well done.
Way to
Congratulations.
go. We applaud you, Anna. All
See,
right.
that's real. Daniel. That's real.
Anna is real. Okay. Hey, it's spring break out there, and we want to talk about that right now. Ball State kids are on spring break along with Michigan and Michigan State.
Is that Ball State right there?
Nope.
Is that? I think
wish.
that
But
is
if
that
you
Ball
look
State?
closely,
That
you
looks like
might
Ball State.
see a student on the beach.
Yep.
But we've got spring break coming up March 8th for Notre Dame. That's next week. And then Purdue and IU both go on spring break on March 16th. Now, people say, well, yeah, but what about the school kids, the elementary, high school? Those are usually around Easter time. So that's what we have to look forward to.
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys take spring breaks when you were in college?
In college, let's see, we actually got 2 weeks at Valpo.
Really?
in
2
Valparaiso.
weeks?
I believe,
Wow.
we got 2 weeks for spring break. But I was heavily involved in the sports broadcasting program for the radio station.
Oh, cool.
So usually that first week we were on the road broadcasting Valpo sports.
Oh,
That's
wow.
cool.
Yeah.
How about you, Kyrstyn?
No, I wish. The first year sat at home.
Yeah.
I also went local, so it wasn't like a
Sure.
big deal to like go home. But I think the second or third spring break, it was actually COVID. So
Oh, man.
yeah, so it was like the whole week I was just hanging out at home with the family, and then I'm like, all right, I'm going back to school next Monday. Nope, kept getting pushed back. So no, last spring break I went on was probably in high school, where my my choir, we all went to Disney to perform.
Oh, now that's awesome.
Yeah, we went my sophomore year with just the choir, and then senior year we went with the orchestra as well. So that was pretty fun. Yeah.
That's great. I didn't get to go anywhere really when I was a kid in high school, but when we were in college, my boyfriend and I
Oh.
went to Bradenton, Florida to stay with my grandparents.
Oh, meet the family.
And, well, they already met him, and they're like, "Hey, why don't you kids come on down?" And we did, and
You
then
kids.
we went to all the early bird specials because you can get a really good deal to have dinner down there at 4:00 in the afternoon. And we played some shuffleboard and had a good time. That
Wait,
was
what
great.
year? What year was this?
This would
Not
be
year,
about
but this.
1989,
Okay.
1988.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Some
you
shuffleboard,
guys-
early bird dinner.
You guys wouldn't be the kids that they're warning about now, where they're
Nope.
like, "We're watching you guys. If you
Nope.
start drinking, we're kicking you off the beach."
I can almost assure you I had no alcohol on that trip.
Right.
None. Nope. There is nothing. There was everything fun about that trip, and yet nothing in the category of fun
Well,
that
you
most
know-
college students would say would happen.
Sure.
So I had a very wholesome and wonderful spring break.
I think that's great because.
Oh, and I married that guy, by the way.
Oh
No.
yeah. See, I thought you were gonna say
No.
something else.
I married my college sweetheart. You
Oh,
do
that's
that. Come on, you
sweet.
guys do that, right?
I gotta do. Well, I didn't know that story where you'd meet the grandparents.
You'd already met him.
It's amazing.
I'd been dating him for a couple of years. I met him my freshman year. He was a senior. Ooh, that was scandalous.
Yeah.
But yeah, I married him. Yeah, we just celebrated our anniversary too. 34 years.
Aw,
great.
congrats.
Thank you.
Feels like the
Thank
first
you,
one.
Daniel. Thank you, Daniel. You're almost out of time out. All right. All right, so spring break coming up soon for some students, already underway for others. Just behave out there.
Yep.
Would you please? We don't want to make the news.
Go to
Got
your
it.
grandparents, okay? Go to your
Go
grandparents.
visit your grandparents. Have a good time.
That's a memory you'll cherish.
All right. Have a great day, everyone. Thanks for joining us on the Morning Stretch.
Bye.